What up, what up, what up? Tommy, what up? What's poppin'? New MN Hall in the building once again. Perfect timing. It's halftime. Oh, Garrett should be joining then. What's poppin'? Wishing I had more FNQ labels for stuff tomorrow. But I don't. Oh, yeah, I just texted Garrett because he said maybe at halftime. So we'll see if he ends up making it. All right. About to get the TikTok stream popping too. Good thing for Prime. Yeah, stuff's getting here Tuesday. So I'll be able to make some more shipments and such, which will be good. All right, let's get this TikTok. Yes, please. Good thing for Prime, absolutely. All right, there we go. So, I wrote a thread on sourcing today, and a lot of people really liked it on Twitter. Okay, good question here. 2 questions. Customer returned a different item IFBM, not the one I sent. What's the process? Message them about it, and within Amazon, when you go to refund them, which they now auto refund for everything, at least everything for me, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I have like a setting on that I shouldn't have, but basically you can, obviously, if they don't respond, and you can tell Amazon, I probably don't think they'll do anything. Charge the highest restocking fee you can. But unfortunately, I don't know if there's much you can do, but obviously do what you can to submit a picture and everything to Amazon on Seller Central and everything, but you might just be screwed in that case, Derek. What was the second question? Yes, that was it. Got a book here. I'm going to read another one here as well once I get done the current one. Do you guys have more spots for the wait list? Yeah, message Warner and we can get you on it. Definitely. But yeah, I don't think we'll be having a new list coming out soon anyway, but we will see. What do you look for in a Keepa chart? Can you talk about how you make a decision? All right, yes. So this is important for any of you guys who need help with Keepa charts. So when you have a Keepa Pro subscription, there'll be 3 graphs when you scroll down a product, right? The one in the middle, I don't look at. The one on top is the main focus. The one on the bottom has the number of sellers, which is moderately important. But the one at the top, I'm looking at the sales rank over time, which is shown on the graph, 6-month chart, 1-month chart, 3-month chart, and a yearly chart, basically. Mostly the 3-month and the yearly. But looking at that, cross-referencing it to the profitability of the item, and if the rank's low enough and has shown consistent sales history and consistent buy box lowest prime history, then I'll test order, right? When you're test ordering stuff and not going deep right away, you have leverage because you're not fully committed to that item and you can wait to see that it sells through and everything. And once it has sold through and you've proven that it worked for you, you can buy more. But test orders really help you avoid risk a lot. But yeah, mainly look at the first one. Don't focus on the second one, a little bit on the third, but that first graph is the important one. How to tell on a Keepa chart if it's hard to get in IP complaint, huge decrease in sellers. Yeah, so a good rule of thumb is to have the free plugin called DS Amazon Quick View, which will automatically tell you if Amazon's on it and if it has 3+ FBA sellers. If it has 3+ FBA sellers, there's a good chance it's not a private label item, and there's a good chance it does an IP complaint, right? But looking on that third Keepa chart, if you see a drastic drop in sellers randomly, there's a good chance it IP complaints in that case because they kicked everyone off the listing. Does the voice of customer have anything to do with seller metrics? I don't think so, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something algorithmically, but there's really nothing you can do about it. So just sell more items, Tommy. Also, Amazon out of stock on Keepa chart. Yes, good point as well. Hey, past 2 days, Keepa hasn't showed the bottom graph with the offer count. So CJ, there's a decent chance that maybe your payment didn't go through and your subscription automatically went to like the free version, or whatever, which could have happened. Or I would just maybe clear your cookies and refresh and start over Chrome. Okay, Emin Holla, for IP complaints, look for a correlation between rank and number of sellers. Rank stays the same, drastic drop. Bang. All right, that was really well said. Yeah. That was a very good point. All right, you guys on TikTok, you guys got any Amazon questions or anything like that? I'm here on YouTube as well. So any questions you guys have about Amazon reselling, anything like that, let me know. Oh, voice the customer on a specific question, specific listing. Yeah, that's happened to me as well, but I don't think it's super important. But yeah. All right, TikTok friends, we got 11 of you in here. Any Amazon questions, let me know. And you guys on YouTube as well. I had to figure out how to change the banner thing on here. Bubble Classic. All right, looks a lot better now. I didn't like it, that small version I had in here. Can I spam likes? Guess so. Appreciate it, I guess. That probably helps the engagement. So can you guys let me know in the comments if your sales were better than normal this weekend? Mine today have been really, really good, and it hasn't been any type of like super drastic change, I don't think, but it's my best day this month so far, which is awesome, which I'm very excited about. Hopefully it continues like this. I got to keep pumping good profitable inventory into Amazon. Yeah, and also the average price on stuff is rising a little bit too. Any recommendations on where to get pallet of books besides Goodwill? They've been out of stock for over a week here. So I would hit up Caleb Roth, the book flipper. I think he either sells pallets or is involved with an operation that sells pallets. I think so. I don't know, like not putting words in anyone's mouth, but I think he's involved with that. But either way, hit up some of the big booksellers and see if they have any recommendations on it. How many ASINs are you active on? So I think like over 100 or so, but like the majority of the profit comes from only some specific ones. My January has been better than December. Cool. So that means you're really scaling up then. That's good. My sales are down about 60% or 60, 70%. So shows how my month's going, but that's normal for December, I guess. Friday and today above average, yesterday below. Yeah, Saturdays typically aren't good for me. What app do you recommend for wholesale sourcing? Vendrive is a good CRM for it, but other than that, your phone and just calling distributors and all that, because a lot of people are afraid of cold calling and everything. So if you're willing to do it, you have an advantage going after distributors, manufacturers, brands, all that kind of stuff. Just me. There's a bunch of we also have a bunch of podcast episodes about wholesale as well with some sellers that are doing some big numbers. So you can check some of those out as well. And we hit 1,000 subscribers on the Buy Box Bandits account today, which is pretty cool. So thank you to all you guys who are subscribed over to that channel. Let's see if we're... Oh, the episode might play. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. Oh, no, I don't want to ban a delete folder. Oh, there we go. All right. See how many subs the Buybox Bandits account has now. Yeah, so it's 1K. So I assume it's like 1,005 or something like that. 1K on the BBB. Yes, sir. Warner, if you're around, I just sent you an invite. Do I have to ungate for individual brands for grocery and beauty, or does one invoice? So it's going to depend. Some specific brands, you will have to, but for the majority of it, at least to my knowledge, the category will get you a lot of them. Yeah, but some brands, it's impossible to get ungated in, even if you have the broader category done. But yeah, for the most part, and either way, you'll need to get that whole category done anyway to do any brand. So you'll need to do that regardless. But yeah, in rare circumstances, I assume some brands you'll have to just go directly. You'll have to get in. You have to get them as well, because for toys, for example, you can do this whole toy category, but you'll still be ungated in a lot of the brands, or you'll still be gated in a lot of the brands. Do you source mostly OA? Yeah, so I do entirely OA. Might mix in some wholesale this year. I'm definitely not writing it off, but for now, OA is working really well. Do you source grocery at all? Not right now. Although a bunch of my friends do it wholesale a lot, and some OA, but not right now personally. No. It's totally a good category. There's a lot of profit in that category, as well as replenishable type items, because grocery, it's like people are ordering the same groceries year round. There's not a ton of seasonality to it. So there's a lot of replenishable opportunities with that, especially wholesale type relationships. Got any book recommendations? Yeah, there's honestly, what books have I been reading lately? There's obviously some of the classics, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, 4 Hour Workweek. Those are really good. A lot of Gary Vee's book, Gary Vee's new book as well as good. I have 60 copies of it or something from the NFT drop. So that, but yeah, start with those three if you haven't read any of those. Or Gary Vee has 5 or 6 books, I think. Crush It's the original one, which is really good. Ask Gary Vee's really good as well. No retail arbitrage for shoes. I see so many people cooking outlets. I don't like shoes that much because there's high return rates compared to other categories. So my capital is more stably, if that's even a word, which I didn't think it is, deployed on those other types of categories. I need to purchase GS1 code to make your own FBA listing on a product that is not PL. Not sure. I've never done that or even really looked into it. I would definitely, Julia, ask in the Discord, as well as search I guess GS1 code Amazon seller forums, and there's a good chance on the Amazon seller forums someone else has asked a similar question. Cats are hissing at each other over here. But yeah, that's a good question that I have no idea the answer to. When you first do OA, do you ship to Amazon directly or do you get the shipment first? So yeah, I'm going to write a Twitter thread on this probably tomorrow, the exact, the entire process kind of in detail, from finding an item, identifying if it's profitable, ordering it, getting it shipped in, listing it, all that. But yeah, when you do OA, you either ship it to yourself or to a prep center, and then it gets listed, preferably through Inventory Lab or through Seller Central in general, and then it gets sent off to Amazon where it can then be sold. What's your opinion on Tobey Maguire? If you mean the actor, I don't know. I mean, really have one, to be honest. I haven't even heard of him in a while. How can I get ungated in OTC? That's a good question. I know a lot of people are. I don't really know the method myself. I would, if I were you, go in the ungating section. of the Launchpad Discord and ask, and I'm sure someone will be able to help you. But I've been taking care of it myself. I know some people have gotten auto ungated, and I'm sure there's a direct method. Do not know. Do I use a prep center? Yes. So I own one, which I send inventory through. So kinda, yeah, I guess by every sense of the definition, yes. How was my day today? My day was very good. Record sales day for the month. That's good because it got me over a milestone revenue wise for the month, 100K in revenue, which was cool. Hopefully this month will be the slowest month of the year, but we'll see about that. Hopefully it is. But yeah, so it's very good. No complaints. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, so Katie Texas Wholesale and Wieners or weren't Wieners Ltd for OTC. Sweet. Daily spend look like between 1,000 and 2,000, kind of depending, but obviously there's outlier cases. Some days I'll spend nothing on inventory when I don't have any credit available or anything like that. And then some days a lot more. What's an acceptable return rate? I started Nike and it seems to be about 10%. That's really, really high unless you're doing like all shoes that tend to be weirdly sized, but that's really, really high. Prep center cost 175 a unit, 500 unit minimum. When sending an invoice, is there anything we recommend blacking out? Not particularly. I don't think it makes too much of a difference. You're allowed to black out the pricing if you want, but I don't know. Maybe do that or either way. I don't think it matters. I've never blacked out anything. How many units are you sending to Amazon weekly? Typically around 1,000. More during Q4, but right now about 1,000. I got to start tracking that. Maybe I'll start tracking weekly, like every Sunday, how much I did that week. I think that'd be a good idea. But I also merchant fulfill stuff, so there's stuff getting sold that isn't necessarily being sent to Amazon. Other than shipping costs higher for shoes than other, I don't think so. But I don't know. I don't really send much shoes, and I probably sent like 10 or 20 units a month, shoe wise, like one or two boxes. Does Vita costs and invoices? I don't know. Could order and then cancel the order and find out, or return the product. JP Bio, thank you for following me. If you have any Amazon questions, let me know. I get jacked on shoes. Wow. Yeah, because I think some of the shoe warehouse, I don't know where you're located, but I'm in Pennsylvania, and some of the shoes go to like Indiana and stuff. So naturally, because that's a lot further of a shipment, you get charged more. So that could be it. But it's really marginal in the grand scheme of things, especially because your average cost per unit is so much higher with shoes. Do you calculate cost of good with Kohl's Cash / cashback? Not cashback, but with Kohl's Cash, yes. Exactly as much as that is pretty high, yeah. That totally you gotta get bigger boxes too. See, like be using Home Depot XLs or the Uline like 24 by 18 by 18, I think is the specifics. Then that should help you get it down. But that's really, really high. Unless you're selling like size 13s of like Air Forces and stuff. But yeah, that's a lot. I'm in Cali. They mostly go to Indiana. I'm surprised they go to PA. Maryland. Some of mine definitely go to Maryland. But yeah, that makes sense. Why you're having to pay a lot. I use a 24 by 18 by 18 from Lowe's. Nice. Okay, if I had a Lowe's near me, I'd use those. All right, so because we have a little smaller of a live, I think people like them more on the weekdays. I'm gonna finish up here in the next few minutes. So thank you guys who did tune in, and any final questions you guys have, please let me know. And I'm probably gonna make some cookies after this. Why don't you calculate with cashback? Because the cashback like comes like once you can't count on like Rakuten doesn't always come through on stuff, even if you make the order the way you should, and it's paid out quarterly and stuff, so it's just makes it a pain accounting wise. I think make sure everything's perfect. Order boxes from us. All right, bang. Okay, gonna do that. Didn't think of that. Thank you for the big brain reminder there. What process categories were you selling when you really started selling on Amazon? Just books. Go Bengals. That was a good game. I actually watched. That was the first football game I'd watched since last Super Bowl. And what kind of cookies? Chocolate chip. What other kind of cookies? And come on. When will you open up the paid OP group? What do you mean, OP group? All right, a couple more questions here, and I'm gonna hop off. All right, and TikTok. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Let me know any questions, and I'll make a video responding. All right, yeah. Oh, for OA. Oh, yeah. So if you want to message Warner, we can get you on the wait list for that. But yeah, thank you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. See what I'm at. Oh, about to hit 7K in sales for the day. That's cool. What are your top websites for the month? Oh, well, someone just asked about Kohl's. That's definitely one of them. Thanks, Miles. Absolutely. Yeah, see you guys in the next one. Friends, let me know any questions I can answer and such. Talk to you guys soon.